Greetings and welcome to the Our Essence of Serenity's YouTube channel. And if you're watching us from Instagram or TikTok, welcome to you as well. And as always, a special welcome back to our OEOS Tribe. I'm going to go ahead and just dig into the energy for the month of July 2023. One of the things that I'm being told is for us to embrace the energy of peace. And this more so goes a little deeper than just the surface level of seeking out peace for oneself. And more so, what I'm picking up on is it being more so a thing of while on the journey of finding your own peace of mind, pay attention to the things that come upon your path as you're seeking out that peace, because peace is the ultimate goal, but it's something that's very key to that journey of you obtaining peace. It's just like if you're going on a road trip and you know that the destination may be California or wherever your destination is when it comes to that road trip. You still may stop at a specific store and you may buy something at that store, or you may come upon this person and y'all have a conversation, and that's some whatever you got from that store, whatever you got from that conversation. When it comes to that person, it's very key. It's almost as if it's more important what you obtained on that road trip to California than you actually getting to California, if that makes sense. It's almost like you got to California because of the things that you encountered while on that road trip. So I'm hoping that I make sense with that. Not to say that peace is not important, but a lot of times we put more emphasis on the final result than what we do, as far as putting emphasis on the details and the things that we encounter to get to that final result. Also, I'm being told for us to take note of intuitive messages. There's going to be a lot of, some people call them downloads, some people call them uploads. And for those that don't know what that is, it's more so when you're receiving intuitive messages from the divine, from a divine source. So pay attention to those messages, pay attention to certain thoughts that come to mind, pay attention to certain things that's said to you. And I'm told definitely pay attention to certain things that you read. It could be that you're driving down a freeway and you see a billboard, and you may have passed that billboard every morning headed to work, but that day maybe a word or whatever phrase that's on that billboard, it stands out to you, and it's revealed to you how that applies to your path. So pay attention to that. Also, I've mentioned this before, but gain a relationship with your ancestors. You may not know the names of all of your ancestors, but I usually say when I'm talking to my ancestors, I'll name off the ancestors that I know by name, and I'll say and the ancestors that I don't know with the right intentions, because all of your ancestors do not have the right intentions. Some people take into their afterlife certain characteristics that they carried while here, which were not the best. Don't get me wrong, we all have um characteristics that are not the best when it comes to us, but some of those characteristics have still played out in their afterlife. Also, some may have died a death that died in a way that was very traumatic, and they still haven't gotten past that. Therefore, them assisting you may not be the best thing when it comes to you building a connection, building a relationship with them. But start to build a relationship with your ancestors. Start to talk to them. If there was a particular ancestor that you talked to that was here, talk to them in the same way that you did with them being in a spiritual realm. Also, trust your instincts. And when I was told this is more so related to if there's a particular place that you don't feel led to go, if there's a particular thing that you don't feel led to do, don't do it. If there's a particular person that you do not feel led to interact with, or you're feeling like you're dreading interacting with this person, going to this place, do not go, because that is, it's being communicated to you that something is going to happen if you go to this particular place or if you interact with this particular person. So just be mindful of that. I don't know what's to play out in the month of July for certain people as far as why I'm really feeling led to just reiterate that, but it's something to it. So if you don't feel led to go to a particular place, if you don't feel led to interact with a particular person or do something, do not do it. It could even be a thing of you may wake up and you just do not feel led to go to work. And it's not coming from a thing of you just dreading going to work or just wanting to be lazy, which I feel like we all need a break from certain things in our life. And we're quick to label it as being lazy, and that's not the case. But and when I said this, that was actually a creak in my house, which usually when I say something that's spot on, that'll happen. So please, I cannot reiterate enough. Whatever you don't feel led to do, do not do it. Even if you don't understand why, don't do it. One thing that I do want to say, and I do want to hit on, and I'm not going to spend too much time on it, is that when it comes to people that may be going to the beach or just traveling over a body of water, make sure that you are giving offerings. And I say this to say that so much disrespect has taken place on land and in the water. So many gruesome deaths have happened on the land and in the water. And I can speak for myself when it comes to the disrespect. It may be a thing of like littering, people that use the bathroom in the water, in the land, say certain things and have done certain things. Because a lot of times we don't realize that, say, if you're out in nature or something and you may be upset about something or you're just venting, everything is energy, and certain things will absorb that energy that you're putting out, and at some point it's going to release it. So certain things that have taken place in water, certain things that have taken place on land, it's as if it's absorbed so much of the energy that we've put into it until now it's purging that energy. And what's happening is a lot of things are taking place, like people are dying and so much is going on. So to, how can I put it, I can't say to correct it, because with certain things, once you put it out there, it's out there. But to make things better, to be able to establish more of that balance, more of that peace, just like I just said, how certain deaths have taken place on water, and from that death, that energy has been absorbed by that water, because everything absorbs energy. It gives off energy and it absorbs energy. So to bring back that balance, like when you're out in the water, tell the water that you love it. Certain offerings that you feel led to give to the water, give that to the water, but also do the same thing when it comes to the land. And what will happen is it's going to absorb that energy and it's going to give it back. So just be very mindful of that. I know with it being July, and it's so, I know especially here in Texas, it's so hot until you have people that go to the beach to cool off and to have fun. Just be mindful that when you go out and you do that, make sure you're giving back to that water. And then you have people that's like, with so much that's going on, they're not even going to deal with water. I think that I can understand that, but we still have to put in the work to establish that balance, because things are very off balance right now. And we have to put in that work, and we can't really just shy away from doing so or not do so because we are afraid, because we will never establish that balance. So I hope that this reading has been something that has been of assistance as you listen to it. I speak that we all have a safe July, but that's also up to us to do so. There are certain things that we need to put into place to make sure that that takes place. At this time, I want to invite you to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Share this video because you never know who this message is meant to reach, and you don't want to get in the way of the universe conveying this message to that person. Make sure that you like this video, comment your thoughts down below. Also, go on our website, www.ouressenceofserenity.net, and you will be able to see all of the high vibrational handcrafted jewelry that we do, also blogs that we write and other services that we offer. We also have pictures of artwork that we do. And also be sure to follow share and follow our social media, Instagram and TikTok, which is our Essence of Serenity. And until next time, you all have a good one and stay safe.